Hello, my name is Jamie Manga, and you're watching Patiño News.
Hey, what's up? It's your Rally Commissioner, Lamont Brown. So, I've created a survey, and it's about rallies. And so basically what it's asking of you is to fill out whether or not you want to see rallies for the 2020 to 2021 school year. And all that's really required of you is a yes or no on whether or not you want to see rallies and your grade level. Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome to Andres' weather segment, where I tell you the weather during quarantine, even though you're not supposed to be outside. Be safe when you go outside and wear your mask. Alright, let's get started. The following week's weather is going to be in a steady stream of 80 degrees. Finally, under 100 degrees. We're not going to be burning as much. We're still going to be burning because it's always going to be sunny. And like always, don't expect no rain. Come on, it never rains here in Fresno. Be safe when you're out there. Hope you guys are all doing well during quarantine. Wear your mask so we can finally go outside and back to school before I go insane. Anyways, see you guys next week for Andres' weather report.
Hello, Patiño. Happy Friday. This is Ms. Tejada, your school social worker. I wanted to send out a message to all of our students at Patiño and our families as well, just to give you a reminder that September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, which means that we really want to reach out to our friends and our peers to check in on them to make sure that they're okay. A lot of the times we see some of the signs but don't follow up and respond, and sometimes it's the silent ones that we really need to be worried about. I want to show you some information that I've posted on our Microsoft Teams account and then also on Canvas. So here is the flyer that I created for you that was posted in Canvas. It's just letting you know that September is Suicide Prevention Month. And with that, I just wanted to provide some information regarding the Suicide Prevention Hotline for you to have access to that contact information. They are available 24/7 for you, so please feel free to reach out. If you ever find yourself struggling and you feel you can't reach out to your parents, definitely call that number to get some support. I also documented on the bottom how you could reach out to me via the self-referral link or the Padlet link, and then I'll go over that later. And then just a little bit about the acronym ACT, which means acknowledge that you yourself or a friend are in need of some support, and demonstrating that you care by acknowledging that you've noticed a change in your friend or yourself, and then tell by reaching out to a trusted adult and getting some support. So I wanted to show you where I have posted some information on our Teams page for the whole school. I posted it last week, and there's a link for my Padlet. My Padlet I created for you to have as a resource. There's some community resource information, some coping skills that you could utilize, some mental health resources, and then my self-referral form here. If you click on this link here, it'll bring you to the self-referral form, and you could go ahead and fill it out, and it gets submitted to me. I went ahead and provided some information here for you to check off to see what's most appropriate for you. Once it's completed, it gets sent over to me, so make sure you let me know what days you're available so that I could go ahead and schedule a follow-up. And last but not least, I want to encourage you to continue practicing some type of self-care. I know it's difficult for us to do that right now at this time because of the fires in our community and the bad air quality outside. Things that you could do at home. Inside, indoors, you could do some journaling, you could listen to some music, you could read a book, you could do some painting activities, participate in some type of online free YouTube sessions for exercising, even some yoga with that, or some meditation. And when appropriate, if we're able to go for a walk, I would highly encourage that, or even a bike ride, or maybe just taking a little trip outside of the city for a while, if we're able to go ahead and do that. But definitely want to continue to encourage you to take the time to reflect and do things for yourself, for some self-care.
Welcome to Board Games Club. We meet Thursdays at 2:15 in this channel. Basically, we all meet together, we play some board games, we have some fun, and we chill out.
I want us to be able to create an album on Spotify. And so that's kind of what I was envisioning for the club, that we could use this as a safe space to talk about music, play music together in a virtual environment, get introduced to different techniques for making and editing music, and that's kind of what I was hoping for.
I chose my statistics charts on why Americans don't vote. The who is Americans, the what is the non-voters. My article that I did look up to find this source in this graph was a article from the Washington Post in 2012 about why people didn't vote in the past election in 2008 and what they predicted in 2012 the numbers were going to be for non-voters, in which case that was about 50 million. I find this relevant in today's because we're in September, almost in November, with the upcoming election for our president on November 3rd. And a lot of people do not go out and vote, and I find that a huge topic to be talked about, because in this article that I did look up, they said about 50 million people weren't going to vote, and that's close to a third of our voters in America. So a lot of the examples, or some of the examples, were they're either too busy, they didn't care for the candidates that were out of town, or they just forgot. And I really feel like we need to publicize the main reasons to vote, because this is our president of the United States, and a lot of people nowadays love to complain about who's in charge of our country, who is running our country, and who is our president. So with people having that freedom of speech to be able to talk about our president, they also have that freedom to go vote for our president, in which case some of them don't but still complain. So I feel like we should really push the narrative that people need to get off their butt, and go vote on November 3rd.
Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and we'll see you next week.